It's your boy Grill here, back another video, and today I got a special for you guys, man. Today we're going to be doing a tier list. We're gonna do an Ultra LF tier list with the part 2 of the of Dragonfish Goku, right? I wanted to make a tier list. I know that part 3 is gonna be coming soon. We're gonna get a new unit, so I'm out of like, hey, let me do a part 2, like post part 2, 4th ANNI tier list, and then after the part 3 unit that gets revealed, I could do another tier list. That's another content for you guys. So yeah, I'm just gonna like tier list, do a tier list, and seeing like the new Dragonfish Goku and how he kind of affects some of the units and everything. We also got BROLY's new plat, so BROLY has improved better as well. And you know, without further ado, let's get on with this video. Like I said, this is my opinion, you know what I'm saying? You could disagree with it. Like I said, it's an opinion based tier list, right? It's not like this is set in stone, the best units, and this is based off experience against certain units. You might have more difficult dealing with another unit compared to somebody else, right? So like I said, this is just my tier list. Let me know what you guys think. Like I said, you guys are watching and giving your undivided attention and everything, so I feel like you guys, you know what I'm saying, let me know what you guys think about my tier list and stuff. So without further ado, let's get on with the video. So you know what I'm saying, I personally think we should just get this out the way. I feel like we should just already announce who's just the best unit in the game, and I'm rocking with the droids still. I think droids are still #1, even with this new Dragonfish Goku out. Very, very good. That Dragonfish Goku is very scary, but I still feel like droids hold it down. Like, they're just so easy to use and they're just so oppressive, and that what makes them scary. And then you rocking with like Whis and stuff, and they just keep spamming those green cards and nullifying cover change. You can't really do much, bro. Like, they heal, they get the vanish, they destroy Dragon Balls, they get immunity, bro. They nullify cover change, they nullify endurance. Like, they get damage afflicted buffs. They ramp up every time they land a card. They lower their card cost, bro. They take away vanish. Like, what else do they need, bro? Like, what else do they need? Like, they, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know the boost is going to wear off from them next season, next PvP season. Their PvP boost is going to wear off, and I'm definitely going to make a video revisiting them to see, are they still #1 even without the boost, or even does this new unit that's coming out for part 3, are they going to be better? Are they going to be the best unit in the game? So that's going to be very, very interesting to see, does this next unit power creep them? And if they do power creep them, that's actually, the game is going to be in a scary space. So also, I'm also doing Ultras and LFs. I'm not going to do no regular Sparkings. I'm not doing free-to-play Ultras. I'm doing LFs and Ultras. So yeah, without further ado, let's get on to someone next. So let's talk about BROLY. You know what I'm saying? Let's talk about BROLY. BROLY, he's someone that got a plat and everything, right? I've been seeing a lot of people say he's garbage. You know what I'm saying? I personally don't think BROLY's garbage. You know, BROLY is someone that, out of all the units, the LFs that has a plat, he's the one that is going to face the most. They have to restrict him the most. And the reason for that is he's a Super Saiyan, and he has a comp with Ultra Gogeta. None of the other LFs that has a plat doesn't have to deal with an Ultra, so they can't make this BROLY better than Ultra Gogeta, because they're still trying to make money off of Ultra Gogeta. So if they make this BROLY plat super good to the point where people are saying like, hey, like BROLY might be better than Ultra Gogeta, or like they're on par, that's a bad thing for business wise. Also, he's a Super Saiyan. If they would have gave him his last slot, right, gave him that actually 50 damage afflicted, where it's not like he needs to kill someone to get that 50 damage and he just enters the field with 50 damage, people are gonna be rocking him on Super Saiyans. And you guys know Super Saiyans is crack. Just imagine this guy having 50. He getting the crits from Bardock. This guy's gonna be ridiculous, bro. Like, it's because, like I said, he's a Super Saiyan, and then his comp is literally Ultra Gogeta. They couldn't make his plat so much more better. That's why, like, his peer is for PO and movie sagas. Because if they did it like just, you know, against our Saiyans, like against Saiyans as well, people go rock him on Super Saiyans. So they have to restrict them. But even all that said, I still feel like he's very good. I'm gonna put him S tier. I think he moves up S tier from tier, I think I had him at tier 2 last time. They really helped him out with the defense and the health restoration, which I feel like that was his problem. Now, I still feel like there's things where like maybe getting key more could definitely help him out, but that's probably gonna be for his Zenkai. But I really feel like this plat helped him out. It's just that he's not better than Ultra Gogeta, but he's still good. He's still good. Sagas from the movies and PO, he's still pretty solid. You gotta play aggressive with him. You gotta take the blast armor, get him to ramp up. You gotta play aggressive. You can't be sidestepping against taps and blast. You gotta go through it and get him to ramp up. That's how you gotta get him to ramp up. That's how you gotta play aggressive with him. Every time anything happens in the game, he gets damage inflicted buff. So you want him to ramp up. So you gotta play aggressive. But I'm putting him S tier for now. Still a very solid unit for sure. So yeah, let's kind of like, you know what I'm saying, move on up and everything. I'm not Dragonfish Goku. Super Saiyan 3 Goku, I'm gonna put him tier 1, especially since it's this new Dragonfish Goku. Like, he's definitely tier 1. He's still very good, this guy. He still can go type neutral, right? I just feel like the teams that he's on are all strike based. Like, he pretty much ran on Saiyans. Saiyans is strike based, and he's more of a blast base. I do see him being used for Zenkai buffs for the Dragonfish Goku, so I feel like his value kind of goes up a little bit because you might do a green, yellow. You feel me? You could. And his Z ability is not bad, giving double defense, but I feel like he still doesn't really go up to S tier. Still feel like he's in tier 1. So next, UI Sign Goku is tier 2. You know what I'm saying? People did used to rock with him and MUI Goku just for the auto gaze, but that's pretty much there what he used for just to buy time and stuff. But once he gets hit, it's basically over. So I feel like he is tier 2, and then when you're just so used to facing MUI Goku and every time he does his little, he dodges, you get hit, like this just feels so much more inferior. So I definitely, okay, no. But yeah, I definitely gonna have him tier 2. Now, is he the worst? I don't know if he's I might think he might be the worst LF in the game. It's either him or Beerus, in my opinion. So I'm gonna put him tier 2. Next is let's do Majin Vegeta real quick. Let's go to Majin Vegeta. I'm gonna put Majin Vegeta above him. I think Majin Vegeta is better than him. I mean, yeah, he can be ran on God Key and stuff. He can ran on Mono Purple. And I guess because of that, I would put him because Mono Purple. His Mono Purple, you could rock him on Mono Purple. His defense is gonna look better and stuff. He's gonna hit harder. So I think just because he's on Mono Purple could give him the edge over Vegeta. But individually, I think he's better. The problem is a Blue Saiyan. There's so many Blue Saiyans that you can choose from. Ultra Gogeta, you have Broly, you have VB, you have all these strong Blue Saiyans, like, and then Soda Hope Trunk for Vegeta Clan, right? Like, he's just not there. He needs a Zenkai. He already has his plat. He needs a Zenkai. He can be pretty scary with a Zenkai, depending on what they really like, just increase stats and all that stuff. He'd be pretty solid. But right now, I think he gets lower than him just because I think Mono Purple, he's actually pretty scary, not gonna lie. Cause you still see Mono Purple, and that's the only reason why I'm putting him over here, because of Mono Purple purposes. But in any other teams, this guy's better. But Mono Purple, you gotta respect Mono Purple. So next, Beerus. I think Beerus is good, but you just don't see Beerus. Like, Gaki is strike based right now. You know what I'm saying? People will rather rock Vados. He has a Zenkai. I guess I'll put him above this Vegeta, I guess. Because if you do use him, I guess he's pretty solid. He's pretty annoying. But it's more of like you're not going to see him either, because there's Topo, there's Goku Black Zamasu, there's Vados, and then there's Green Vegeta. You're just going to use those 4 units over this Beerus. You're only going to use this guy to Zenkai buffs. So, yeah. I think, I don't know, man. Is he worse than Vegeta though? I honestly don't care. Like, I honestly don't even care about tier 2, honestly. I think I'm gonna put him behind Vegeta. I think Vegeta can put some damage up. You just don't see it. You're just not using this guy. You're just not using this guy. If you use this guy right now, like this, you're begging to lose. So I'm gonna put him there. 8 Vegeta. I'm gonna put 8 Vegeta tier 1. I know he got a plat and everything. The plat didn't really make no difference. He needs his own plat. He doesn't need the Saiyan Saga plat. You know what I'm saying? He's still tier 1. He's still tier 1. Now, is he better than Dragonfish? I think he has a little bit more value, because you can't rock him on like a LOE team and he can be your red. So I know the Droids is definitely the better red, but he can be ran on that team, and I'll give him the edge over this guy. And he also has endurance as well. So I will give him the edge over this Super Saiyan 3 Goku just because of that state. Now, Let's go Green Vegeta. Green Vegeta, I'm putting him Z tier. This guy's amazing. This guy's a tank. Ramps up, supports. He locks in, bro. He's scary. He's a very scary unit. God Key's pretty good right now, in a really good spot. Him and BB together are dangerous, and then MUI, I've been seeing those three together. That's a really nice, that's a really nice trio right there. So I'm gonna put him Z. I don't think he makes Z plus. But next we're gonna go to Cell. I think Cell edges this Vegeta out still, because the fact that Cell can be ran with droids. I know that Green Vegeta can also be ran with droids, but Green Vegeta does not give support buff to the droids. He only gives support buffs to Vegeta Clan and God Key members. So you could rock them on in the future, all three of these together, which is still a good team, but he's just not going to support none of these two units because they're not God Key or Vegeta Clan. But this guy, I think Cell is still pretty insane. You know, there's a lot of Saiyans running around. His value goes up. He does more extra damage to Saiyans. There's also a green unit, a green Saiyan that a lot of people are using. This guy's going to go crazy. People are rocking it with Revival Gohan. He does anti-revival, does extra damage to hybrids. This guy is Z. I think he edges out that Vegeta destroys Dragon Balls. I think he still edges out against that Vegeta. Next, let's go with Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I've been seeing Super Saiyan 4 Goku a little bit more. I'm definitely putting him above Broly. This guy is very, very, very good, bro. Especially since people are able to pull him more. You can rock him on even a Sun Family team. You can rock him, MUI, and Dragon Fist Goku. That three is pretty insane. You can also add in Revival Gohan, those 4 core. That's a really good team right there. I think this guy's S. I think he's in the high S. Like he's creeping around that S plus. I think the only thing that's hurting him is he's a yellow Saiyan. They do extra damage to yellow and they do extra damage to Saiyans. That's the only reason why the droids are hurting his value. Next, let's go with Goten. I'm putting Goten. I'll put Goten over this guy. I think, nah. Yeah, I like. I'm gonna put Goten over Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. Like in terms of like he does a lot more ramp up damage. I feel like he does more damage than this Super Saiyan 3 Goku. He also provides support buffs. I actually like that as well. So I'm gonna put this Goten over there. Sword of Hope Trunks. I'm putting Sword of Hope Trunks Z. Like when I face droids, Cell, and Sword of Hope Trunks, like I just hate facing that trio. That trio is insane. I'm gonna put Trunks Z tier, bro. Like his endurance, he's a tank. Let him face a 9-star higher Trunks. Like this guy is a straight up wall, bro. He can go tight neutral on his Oak Carvey's last stand. Just pretty annoying to deal with, bro. Like these three together, like I hate it. I hate facing these three together, bro. Like these three together. Like Iron Kane uses that team. If you guys know who Iron Kane is from 5'9", that team is nuts. This trio is nuts. I'm putting Trunks Z. Now CMZ, I'm gonna put ZMZ above Broly. No, I'm putting him behind Broly. You know what I'm saying? You don't really see ZMZ. I think the droids and MUI Goku just hurt his value. You definitely hurt his value because he's future. You rather rock the droids, and then God Key, you rather rock the MUI. So I really feel like that hurts him as a unit. Maybe when he gets his plat, maybe you might want to use him for certain things, but it's just that the top 2 reds in the game are just a better option for both of the 2 teams that he's gonna be ran on. PO as well, you rocking droids, you feel me? So it's like droids and MUI was the reason why there's guys at S. Like that's pretty much of a compliment if you guess what you're saying. That's like the people that you're competing against, and you're still in S tier. That's pretty impressive, not gonna lie to you. So I'm putting him S for sure. Rose, I'm putting Rose tier 1 as well. I think he has an edge over Vegeta because you can rock him on PO, you can rock him on Future, and I feel like he just has the better team as well. So I think I'm gonna give him the edge. Like perfect form Cell is just the better unit though, right? Just better in terms of Future and PO. But you feel me? I think he has the edge over these 3 units for sure. So Gogeta 4, I'm putting Gogeta 4 S plus. I don't really see fusions like that, which is, you know, I just don't see fusion like that. Maybe this Ultra, if this Ultra is fusion, this guy might go up to Z. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it all changes, but right now I'm gonna put him S plus for now. I think he's in a good spot. I think he's in a good spot in S plus. Now Bardock, for example, I think Bardock does eclipse these guys, bro. I think Bardock eclipses these guys. In terms of just individual kit, this guy, I think he's just better than these guys. The only thing is, he's a yellow Saiyan, droids. Yellow Saiyan, droids. You know what I'm saying? He's blast based as well. Saiyan's is strike based. That's why this Goku has more value than this Bardock. So I'm gonna put him tier 1 though. I think he's better than these guys. Jiren. I think I'll put Jiren. See, I've never been scared of Jiren. I think Jiren goes here. Or I think Jiren goes here. Maybe because this is, I don't know, man. I think I'll put Jiren like around here. You know what I'm saying? It's like around these guys. I don't know. These guys are kind of interchangeable in my opinion. I don't know. They're kind of in the same boat. I think Broly gets the edge because he can be ran on Sagas for the movies and Super Saiyans. So that helps him out in teams wise. Jiren can be ran on PO. PO's more strike base as of now. I mean, you could say blast base if you rock Revival Frieza and droids and him and Yellow Frieza, but you also can rock a strike base where it's like Tapion, him. You kind of force them to be a strike base unit, and then blue you can have the Broly, and then green is kind of like, it's kind of what PO is kind of lacking in terms of color the most is green. But I think Jiren is pretty solid, right? I think he's pretty solid. I think that Tapion might actually help this guy out because, you know what I'm saying, when you pop the rush, you could throw out Tapion. This guy can get his endurance and everything and all his buffs because you have a unit that can reduce their rising rush count by 10. So I think Tapion actually helped this guy out because, you know what I'm saying, he wants someone to rise and rush so he can get all his buffs and everything, and then you have a unit that's on PO with Tapion that can give him the buffs when someone does rise and rush your team. So I really think that this guy gets a little bit more value over CMG just because of Tapion. I think because Tapion reduces his sub count, he can get to his buffs quickly and like get to those buffs that he needs that's locked behind a rising rush, which is dumb. Alright, let's go Namagoku. I think Namagoku, I like Namagoku. I personally like Namagoku. I like the way Namagoku plays. I'm gonna edge him out over here. I personally think Namagoku is better than Rose, I'm not gonna lie. I think Namagoku should be, I like Namagoku. Like the way I use him, like make him tanky, bro. He can somewhat in the stance stop MUI Goku because he has a blue card and y'all can just both play passive. Whenever I rock a Saiyan team, I always rock him as my blue because I don't have Ultra Gogeta. But this guy, the longer he stays in the battle, the more buffs he gets. And if you're facing against MUI, they're not gonna try to initiate against him. So I feel like he can kind of counter MUI Goku in a sense, right? Let alone his counter blue card might one-shot MUI Goku. So I think he has some value a little bit more than these guys. So I'm gonna put him there. In terms of him being better than Bardock, I might put him better than Bardock, not gonna lie. His Z ability also is better too. Like it really helps with just Zenkai buff and any other blue Saiyans. So I think I actually gonna give this guy a little bit of some this is some more buffs, like just up there in tier 1. Okay, VB. I think VB is edging Z or S plus, man. The only problem with VB is just that you can argue that he's not the best blue for each of his team. Like Beerus for God Key is when he's paired up with Whis. Beerus is pretty scary because he can lock somebody in with all the green cards that Whis provides to them, and it's pretty scary. But his old card is ridiculous. I don't know where I put him. I don't know where I'm put him. I'm gonna put him S plus for now. But if you put him Z, I'm not gonna disagree at all. If you put this guy Z, because I see this guy everywhere. Blast Armor is insane. If you don't have a unit that has strike cover chains, this guy just goes ridiculous. He goes bonkers, bro. So if you don't have a strike cover chain unit on your team, you know what? I'm just gonna put him Z. I'm not just gonna put him Z. He's actually pretty viable. He's viable on every team. Fusions. If you don't have Ultra Gogeta, he's solid. God Keep. And then future, if you don't have this guy high stars, I think I'm gonna put him Z. I'm not just gonna put him Z. I'm gonna put him Z. Yep. This Vegeta. I think this Vegeta, the only thing that hurts this Vegeta is that Kaioken is a yellow for USS. USS is more blast based. Yellow God Key hurts him bad. I don't think this guy's tier 1 though, but I'm gonna put him S. I think he's gonna be in the bottom S. Yellow Saiyan. Does extra damage to yellows, does extra damage to Saiyans. He has the flawless defense too, so like he's Cruz, man. So Gogeta Blue. I think I'm gonna put Gogeta Blue tier 1. I'm gonna put him above this Goku because God Key Fusions Warriors. I think he's the best yellow for Fusion Warriors now. I think he's actually better than Oob now because he does extra damage to POs and stuff. He has the nullification of the cover change. I think his value's pretty okay. He definitely needs that plot to push him over the edge, but I think he's the best yellow for fusions. Yellow, Sagas from the movies, he's not the best no more. Takedown took his spot there. And then, like I said, fusions, and then God Key Kyle King is better. But I'm going to put this guy higher on the tier 1 though. Respect to Gogeta Blue for sure. Let's go to somebody in Z plus, bro. Z plus. I'm gonna put MUI Goku second. I think MUI Goku is the second best unit in the game in terms of mastery. If you're facing someone that is not always playing passive with this guy, they literally control the game. This guy has the gauge. If you attack him, he hits you. And if you're facing someone that plays passive and aggressive with MUI Goku, he's scary because you just don't know what to do. If you pop a strike card, right, if he tackled you, right, and then you switch out and you pop a strike card, auto class, he wins it. He has endurance, which is pretty annoying. Once he pops his main ability, bro, he does so much damage. He nullifies cover change for 30 time counts. I think he gets double card draw speed, I believe. Paired up with that red purple team where Whis is giving him more green cards, so he can always have his auto gauge up. So it's gonna just be pretty annoying just to take him down. It's annoying, and I find that more annoying than Ultra Gogeta, and I feel like that's why he's better. Because if you're someone that plays with MUI Goku, you don't want to play passive with him. You want to play passive and aggressive. You want to be unpredictable. It makes you difficult for you to deal with, bro. Because if I'm facing an aggressive MUI Goku, like I don't know what to do. I'm like, shoot, like what do I do, bro? Like if I pop a strike card and he pops a strike, I'll lose that match, right? If I pop a blast card in the mid-range area, he might PV me. Like little stuff like that. I overthink when I face against aggressive MUI Goku. So I put him second. Ultra Gogeta's third. The fact that he's the only one in Z plus, in Z plus that does not have a boost, and he's still able to compete like that is super amazing. Movie Saga just got a buff, so him, Tapion, and that Dragon Fist Goku or Revival Gohan, that 4 right there really helps. He's on Super Saiyans, he's on Fusion Warriors, he's on a Saiyan team. You can rock him, MUI, and Dragon Fist Goku together. He can be ran on multiple teams, but super flexible unit. I'm gonna put him third though. Kaioken Goku, I think he goes here. I think Kaioken Goku, just the fact that his kit alone is so ridiculous that I hate facing him. Like if you ask me like who's the people I hate facing the most, MUI and Kaioken Goku, and you can rock them together. He gets his Vantage Gauge. If you don't win those 50-50 priority matches, he can stay on the field forever. The only thing that's hurting him is he's a yellow, and you know what I'm saying, they do extra damage to yellow and Saiyans. That's the only thing that's hurting him. If once this red meta dominant kind of dies down a little bit, you're going to see this guy more. His banner just came back. I started to see him a little bit more. I hate facing this guy. He's definitely the 5th best. I don't think none of these units are better than him. I just don't agree. Like, yeah, Cell might have more value. These guys might have more value. But in terms of the kit, like his kit alone just makes him minimum 5. He can't go lower than 5 in my opinion. So I'm putting him here. I don't think I put him on a Z plus because there's a red dominant meta, but he should be there. But it's just because his yellows is down bad right now. So 4th, Dragon Fist Goku. There's certain scenarios where I hate facing this guy. Last stand, and if that person didn't pop his main ability yet, he can take away your advantage. He can go type neutral off the ult. Pretty scary. He does a lot of strike damage, but I feel like if you have a purple, you can kind of just wall it off. You can wall it off. It's not like he does a lot of damage to a tanky purple. If you have a tanky purple on your team, you can kind of deal with him a little bit. Now, he's still super, he does a ton of strike damage though. He does a lot of damage, especially with Tapion. But I'm gonna put him 4th. Kid Buu. I think Kid Buu edges out Gogeta. Just the fact that I feel like whenever I use regen, like I'm not too scared of facing MUI, because the longer Kid Buu stays, the more debuffs he gives to his enemies, and let alone if he has a blue card, he can nuke this Goku. I think Kid Buu edges out these guys. Maybe it's because I rock regen, so whenever I fight MUI, I'm not really afraid. Now his defense still sucks, right? That's one thing I'm still scared of. Excuse me, I'm still scared of is his defense against this guy. But other than that, you know what I'm saying, I think he's pretty solid still. But it's because I rock regen, so I'm gonna rank him higher because I'm a regen main and I use him a lot. So Revival Gohan, I think Revival Gohan makes S+. Especially with the Rise of Movie Saga, he's the best purple bro. He gives you that extra defense in terms of just like the revival and stuff. Now his first revival, his defense is lacking. I think these units just does so much damage that they can literally one combo. Like all these units, like these 6 units can one combo. Even BB can one combo in his first life. These 7 right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 can one combo his first life. So I think that's the only thing that hurts him, but he still, like, once he gets post revival, he does a ton of damage, bro. Insane. Just helps you with Rise and Rush, especially better with Gogeta. They rush Gogeta, reduces sub count. If he pops his green card or blue card, reduces sub counts and all that stuff. And then him with Tapion helps a ton. So I think this guy value goes up a ton. I think he does make the S+ because of that. Super Vegito, I think Super Vegito goes down to S+, maybe S, around there. Never been too, you know what I'm saying, like I'm not really scared of Super Vegito, but you gotta respect him though. You know, the fact that he's on Mono Purple, Super Saiyans, Fusion Wars is not a bad team. You know what I'm saying, you gotta respect the dude. Strike cover change, you have a lot of strike based units. He can wall off against this guy pretty well. He walled this guy pretty well. So I think he does make S+, but he's just not in the higher realm of S+. So I might even put Revival Gohan above this guy because I see Silence from the movie more than Fusions. I might actually put him here. I might actually rate Revival Gohan a little bit too high, but I don't see G4 like that, and I don't see Super Vegito like that. I see this guy a lot in the top ranks, and then you can rock him on that Sun Fam team. You can rock him, and then him. Oh yeah, I'm putting him S+. Yeah, I'm putting him above them. Frieza. I think Frieza is above Super Vegito. LOE is still a great team. I just don't understand why people don't use him. He's the reason why I can deal with MUI Goku, just because you have a lot of blue cards in your hands. You can play passive against MUI Goku. If he pops a blast card, he funds the LOE team with with blue cards. And you can just stay in the backfield, just spam blue cards. But Golden Frieza, Yellow Frieza, Blue Frieza, whoever, right? The support that he gives is nice. I think he's the 3rd best Zenkai in the game. Does he eclipse him? I don't think so. I think G4 is still pretty solid, but I think he eclipses him. Like he makes LOE even more annoying to deal with just by spamming blue cards. I feel like when people rock LOE without this guy on the team, they're not as threatening. Like he's threatening because you can't initiate long range because you're scared that he might have a green card to immobilize you, or a blue card ready to, you know, just to use on somebody else, right? So I think this guy's S+. LOE didn't go nowhere, just people just stopped using them, which I'm surprised, super surprised. So yeah, next, Future Gohan. I think Future Gohan edges out Super Vegito. Does he edges out Frieza though? I think he does. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? I think I put him here. I think I put him here. Future Gohan, although he's aging, just the fact that he's on Future, man. 1, 2, 3, have him as your yellow. Some people rock Tapion as their yellow. I've been seeing that as well. But he has great value. He has great value. So I think he's out of S+. I might put him behind Frieza. I think Frieza, I value Frieza more than this Future Gohan. But Future Gohan is pretty insane still, for sure. So I'm gonna put him S+. I think he edges out Super Vegito because his value just super amazing, super amazing. So I'm gonna put him S+ still. Goku Vegeta, put Goku Vegeta S. I don't think they make S+. Mono Purple, I'll put them there, but here's their defense. That's the only thing I was holding them back. Their offensive capabilities is still insane. Their defense, when they're not on Mono Purple, bro, like their defense is like terrible. It's like really, really bad. So Wow, sorry for that. FSK. FSK, where I'm putting FSK? I'm gonna put FSK here. Just because of hybrids, you know what I'm saying? Some family strike base now. I'm gonna put them S. LF Piccolo. I think LF Piccolo is right here. In my opinion, I think LF Piccolo is pretty solid. You know, I'm gonna have bias towards LF Piccolo because Piccolo is my boy, and then I rock Regen. But I think LF Piccolo goes here. And tier 1, who am I missing next? That's it? No, LF Frieza. Now, LF Frieza. I think LF Frieza goes. I think he goes here or here. I don't really see when I play with LOE, right? I usually rock Revival Frieza, Green Frieza, Purple Frieza. You know, like I said, he's a yellow. These guys are insane, but he's still very good. Dragon Ball manipulation, blast armor. He can get his bandage back. He has an AoE blue card. Still insane. Does extra damage to Saiyans. And nullify endurance. But it's because he's a yellow, and that he's on like probably the 3rd best team right now, while this guy's on the best team. You could say like tag team. Future is the best tag team right now. I think Movies is 2nd, so I edge him out over there because he's just on the better team. But individually, I think he's better. But I just feel like he has more value because he's just with droid, like he's with more Z tier units compared to the LOE. LOE does have some Z tier units, but you're seeing future, right? You feel me? So I'm gonna put him a little bit above. Other than that, am I missing anybody? Any other unlocks? No, right? Free to play, sparking. So yeah, this is like my LF tier list. Would I change anything? Let's see. I think this is it, bro. I actually like this tier list a lot. Anything I would change? FSK is still pretty. Yeah, I think I'll keep it like this, bro. I'll keep it like this. I still respect this guy. He's on the bar. He's on the border of being tier 1 though. He's on the border. I think he might be. Like if someone says he's tier 1, I wouldn't even blame him, right? But I'm gonna respect him. I'm gonna respect this guy for sure. But here I like this. I honestly don't care about tier 2. If you guys are nitpicking tier 2, I honestly don't care. Like, I don't know who. Like, who would I even like? Is he the best out of tier 1 though? Just because of mono purple? Nah, man. I'm putting Vegeta. I'm putting Vegeta number 1. Even with mono purple, I'm putting Vegeta. Yeah, I'm putting Vegeta higher for sure. So Piccolo, like I said, I'm gonna be more biased towards my region guys because I rock them more. So I think Kid Buu Edge is pretty solid, bro. Blast based region. You guys be watching my streams. You guys be seeing Kid Buu doing work. LF Piccolo as well. GOKU, Bardock. Yeah, I like this. A lot of people might think Blue Boys is S+. I just don't see it. Goku 4. Do I think Goku 4 is better than Goku Vegeta? GT is down bad. Sun Family is really good, though. You can rock them together on Sun Fam too. I think that they edge out just because he's a yellow Saiyan and he does extra damage to red yellow Saiyans. I think that's the only reason why I would put Goku Vegeta above him and then mono purple. Other than that, his kit individually better. He has his plat is insane, but I just think just because he's a yellow Saiyan, he edges out. I think Broly's pretty solid. I think I edge out Broly over him. I think just Sagas from the movie is really good. If you don't have Ultra Vegeta, this guy is really good in my opinion. Jiren, I think Jiren gets some value because of Tapion. I put CMG there. FSK. FSK could actually be higher than CMG, actually, but Hybrids is kind of down bad. His team's kind of just better than FSK, but individually I'll put FSK above him. But he also has like death buffs and stuff too. This Vegeta, like I said, S+. I think Gohan makes S+. I think he's the best in S+, because Sagas from the movies, I put them second best team. G4, I put them S+. Yep. I agree with this. I like this team list a lot, man. Kyle Ken, like I said, I'm putting him 5th. I just don't think I know Cell and these guys have more value than him, but his kit, I hate facing him. I just hate facing him more. I could deal with these guys, when I see this guy, like I'm taking a deep breath. I'm like, here we go with Kyle Kent, right? So I'm putting him 5th, 4th. A lot of people put him 2nd, but I value the fact that he can control the game, putting him over these guys for sure. Dragonfist is good as well. Yeah, I'm gonna put him, but he's also a squishy unit too. You know what I'm saying? This guy at least has some type of defense, where his, like him being a squishy unit is not too bad because he has that extra line of defense. This guy doesn't. Ultra Vegeta's, yep. I like this tier list. Oh yeah, so I think this is it with the tier list. Let me know what you guys think. I'm just looking over again, like would I change anything? I think this is pretty solid. You could argue that Frieza might be above Gohan. Just individually he's better, but I think just because he's on a better team and his value is not that bad, destroying cards and stuff, it's pretty annoying. And then he also has endurance, which is pretty annoying as well. I know that that's their thing, but you can rock them together. He also provides support buffs and stuff, so I'm gonna edge him out over there. Some people might have him above Frieza, but I think Frieza just bringing blue cards can deal with MUI Goku and like he's a wall against this guy too. He has a strike cover change, all these strike based units up here. I think Frieza goes there. Frieza could be S plus, even higher than G4, but I'm gonna respect G4. I'm gonna respect it, but I personally think Frieza might be in there, in my opinion. So yeah, this is it with the tier list. Let me know what you guys think, man. Let me know, bro. Let me know. I would do the regular sparkings, but that's gonna be way too much and stuff. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and when grew up, man, and I'm out. Peace.